Good afternoon, everybody. We're going to do a quick little tech video here for everybody, and we're going to put a link to this video in the web store as well under the low vacuum bypass module, for sale page. So we've gotten a couple of these style bypasses in, and I don't know if they're a different supplier or if it's a changeover that Eaton or whoever has been doing to replace a supply issue with the original style or what. But our low vacuum bypass modification service does not work with this bypass, and I'll explain why, and also how to tell which bypass you have before you send it in, because from pretty much now on, if you send us one of these ones, we'll send it right back to you because we won't be able to modify it. So anyways, so this is a older style GM, I guess OEM replacement style bypass. There's some features between the two that are similar, but they're not the same. So if this is like a cheap Chinese knockoff, there will be ways to tell externally. So first and foremost, you've got some sort of numbering under here or some sort of paint dots or something. On the knockoff one, we've got nothing. You can also notice that the rivets are a little bit of a different style. Those are more of a donut, and these are more of a smashed donut. And the adjuster riv nut on the original ones is sort of rounded at the top, and on the knockoff one it is, if it focuses here, it's come on, focus, there it is, it's basically square. There it is. The other thing is, if you look at the boot, so the GM ones or the good replacement ones, they'll either have a rounded lip on the inside or they'll be blue. The newer ones are a blue silicone rather than the orange. But if you look on this one, it's got a sharp inside corner. The other thing is the angle. So this one might have gotten turned at some point, but you can turn them internally and it won't hurt them. The only other thing that we found externally to tell them apart is this little P. And I don't know if that's the label for the port on the factory setups or what. There it is. Get it over here. Okay, so if you look at the original one, it's basically embossed, not embossed, but it sticks out from the surface, but it's flat on the top. So there's no kind of roundness, I guess, to the top. And on this one, it's basically smooth and sort of rounded off on the top. So other than that, they're pretty much the same. If they came with the same spring, they would be fine. So that one comes with this spring, and this one comes with this spring, and you can tell the spring heights are pretty different. This is a much stiffer spring, so this one automatically is going to take more vacuum to open already than this one, even in factory form. So this is the plastic little cap that covers this that we remove. So and there is a little seat in here. The other thing I noticed on this is when this is closed, it is not centered in the body as this one is. So it might not last as long. The quality control might not be as good. This one also has a little nut on the inside versus being a stamped piece or a riveted in piece like this one. So that makes it, one, easier to just turn the shaft, but two, that tells me it's a knockoff because none of the factory ones have that. Anyways, this covers up this. The spring goes inside, pushes against the inside of this, and you only have so much room or so much height sticking out of this. And this is one of our low vacuum caps. What we do to make it work at a lower vacuum is we basically just extend the area that the spring has. So this would basically sit like this, give or take, and it basically takes your spring pressure down. We do have a step in here that this cup, this little lip, will actually run against, so you can't over travel the actuator, you can't over travel the diaphragm when this pushes out. But if you were to put this spring in here, you have and sorry about my thumb, guys, I smashed it a few weeks ago. We have probably about 3/8 of an inch of compression on the spring, which is fine. If we were to put this one in here, we have no compression. So this would basically flop around before it even hit the spring. And we only have a couple of these springs in this style as sort of spares or extras here. And as soon as those are gone, we would have to find another supplier for this spring. So if we get a bypass basically from now on that is like this, that has the straight shanked riv nut, the square edge on the silicone, the no number stamps, the rounded off P, the weird crappy paint job, or anything like that, we won't be able to perform our upgrade service on it. So they look, like I said, they look very similar, but they are indeed not the same part. So just a little FYI for you guys, and yeah, I'm gonna get back to work. Have a good day.